Hey guys and gals and YouTubers and farm sim lovers, I'm going to do a quick Courseplay lesson for you. This one is actually how to load up whatever grain you want and sell it to a particular sell point. So I'll show you how to do that. What you want to do is actually select this one on the far left, grain transport load at start. And let me see here. Most of these usually tell you what you need to do, which pretty much says in the parentheses it wants you to load at the start. So you create basically we're going to create the start position right under the pipe under here. Alrighty. So now we're going to start recording, and remember, don't turn till you get the two dots. There you go. Now we can start turning. That's one of the criteria to do Courseplay, is do not turn until you do the two dots, or what they used to call back in the FS15 version, two eggs. So I'm going to turn over here. We're going to go to the I believe the freight yard to sell, because I guess if you don't do those two dots, if you don't go straight those two dots, the Courseplay course doesn't work too well. So as long as you go forward those two dots and then turn and do your maneuver afterwards, you should be okay. So we're going to head over there. And it's a little bit different in FS15 because the silo, you're gonna have to select what you want. Not like FS13, you actually have to go under the right correct pipe to fill up what you need. So you probably had to create a lot more courses, but this one's actually pretty nice since you just select what you want out of there. But Courseplay has a little feature added in there to help out with the selection of the grain types. And I'll show you that in a second here when we get back. Pretty simple feature. Alrighty, we're almost back, and I'm going to put my stop point probably somewhere behind where I started, so that way when it needs to start it doesn't have to drive far. So I'm going to stop probably in this little area right here. Yeah, it's a good spot to stop. So I'm gonna hit stop, and you can save it like normal. I'm not going to show you the save features, you guys already know that. So you probably didn't notice this. Let me set drive course to always set the first waypoint. Let's make sure four-wheel drive's on, and that's pretty much it. And say, okay, let me show you how to save just in case you guys don't know. Just save, like, say sell at what was that, freight yard. Probably spelled that wrong. And then you just save it, and then we have it saved. But make sure you have this one selected, which is grain transport. And then that, you notice down here you see farm silo load. You can select what you want to load. So say we want to do corn, just click right on it, right on the word. So you can select what you want. See, those different things. I think a lot of people didn't notice that. So you select corn. I want it because I want to sell corn. And then let's see if this works. We'll drive the course. And she should be able to go after this. And make sure this stop at last point of trigger is deactivated. That might cause problems if it's activated. Because that will just stop wherever the next point is and just stay there. And another thing to keep in mind, make sure your courses aren't close to the fuel tanks. You can if you want to do this feature, but if you put them pretty close to the fuel tanks, they'll actually stop there occasionally and refill their fuel if they're low. And as you notice, I could have turned right and went over the unload area for the silo, but I did not do that because Courseplay would have detected that and would have unloaded there, so I avoided that. So as you can see, she's going to go sell the corn, and I believe that freight yard takes corn. Just let me make sure, because if it doesn't, it won't sell. Or a train station. Yeah, that takes everything. And let's bring up the course so you guys can see it. Beacon on street. We can put let's turn on beacon and hazard lights so you can see our hazard lights work. Yeah, it slips a lot. That's because it's basically what Courseplay is doing is detecting the max speed on your course on the street. It'll do that even in the turn. So they used to have the option of turn that down, street speed here. Oh, here we go. I found it. It's under... Oh, okay. You just click speed from recording. You can actually turn that down. Let's go turn that down. He's going too fast. He's getting a lot of slippage. We'll do like 22. That way you go around the corner. So I was wondering... Well, we learned that lesson, because I was wondering how to turn that down, because it used to be just an option, but I guess you just have to go down here to speed and max speed from recording and click on that. Yeah, that works out better. I guess I learned something today in this, just messing around. And that's another thing with Courseplay, you guys just gotta mess around with it. It's not that difficult. You're not gonna break anything by messing up anything. I'll turn it back up to recording. Actually, what is it, 22? I'll turn it up to 24. And then I'll turn off the beacon or the hazard lights. So once it gets over here, it's gonna stop. It's not going to be a continuous loop to keep doing it. Well, it might. I don't know. Let's see. It should stop here. Well, I guess it's going to keep doing it. So unless you stop it, it's just going to keep going and going. So there you go, guys. That's how you do it. It's pretty simple. So basically, hopefully that helps you guys out in the unloading feature in Courseplay. As you can tell, I have it working. So if you just follow those basic steps, you should have it working. Just make sure the stop point and last or next trigger is deactivated, because if that's activated, it would have stopped at that next point there. So hopefully that helped you guys out. So yeah, that's the Courseplay load at the silo and take it to sell point. Alright guys, we'll see you next time, and thanks for joining me on the Courseplay lessons, and hopefully you learned something from these lessons, especially there. Turn down the street speed. Alright guys, see you next time. Bye bye.